if you have watched a couple of my vlogs over time, you have probably noticed that we quite like board games and card games, and we really like to play with the children. It is a really key part of the way that we home educate is by playing games with them. So me and Rory just tried out a game that I discovered because of Molly from a homespun house. She at least used to play a lot of this with her girls, and I bought it. I'm trying to play it with Aiden, but he has to be in the right mood for playing a new game. So today, while Aiden was out, I played this with Rory, and it says it's for like ages 8+. Rory is 5 and he had absolutely no trouble playing this game. I had to give him a little bit of support, just reminding him what his options were on his turns, just for the first few turns. And on a couple of occasions I said, do you want me to have a look and see if there's anything else that you can do on his turn, just to see if he was getting like the most out of his turns. He's really happy for me to do that. If you've got a child who's not happy for you to do that, I think that they would still be able to play it if you like make their options really clear for them at the beginning of the game. It has got like a turn reminder card in there. That obviously requires a little bit of a reading skill, but I would say that if you've got children who are reading, then absolutely they'll have no problem with this. If you've got children who are happy to be supported, they would have no problem with this. This game has like numeracy elements to it, has like social learning opportunities. There is the reading element, even if it's just reading the names of the creatures, or whether it's more complicated, they could read the cards, some of the cards, or they could read the rules. The cards that have text on are cards that are played. They always come out onto the table before they might go to a player, so there's the opportunity to read those cards out loud ahead, so the child doesn't feel like they're necessarily being helped if that's an issue, but you get the opportunity to read them out loud and then they know what the card says. So yeah, played this for the first time. Rory won. And he did most of his turns by himself. It's a game that has an element of skill and an element of luck to it. So, you know, I could think through my turns really in-depthly and then could roll the dice and my luck could not be in my favour. Whereas Rory could maybe just like throw a couple of cards down, roll the dice and get lucky with rolls. So I think these kind of games are really nice for younger players because they've got like a bit of a fallback for if they haven't necessarily thought through a turn, then the luck might just give them like a little boost in the likelihood of them succeeding on their turns. So yeah, from just a fun game point of view, if you're looking for games in the run up to Christmas to play around this time of year, this one is great. It's 2 to 4 players I think, but I mean again, if you have young children, they can play alongside you, and that's always a really nice way to like stretch the number of players that can be involved and also to support them in the early stages of learning to play a game. So yeah, highly recommend it, and I might do a couple of these recommendations throughout Vlogmas if that's something that you're interested in. We play quite a lot of different games with the boys, from card games to more like board game, tabletop game type games. So yeah, and I've had a few friends in the past ask me for recommendations for board games, particularly for children who don't like to lose. I've got some recommendations for that, so I'll try and drop in a few recommendations as we go along through Vlogmas. But definitely Dragonwood if you're looking for something quickish, fun, really easy to pick up and friendly for children below the recommended age on the box. Definitely 5-year-olds would play this no problem, I think.